channel. So today's tutorial will be making this beautiful slash and spread gown. So this slash and spread gown, as you can see right there on the thumbnail, what you require for it is your natural neckline, because we have a mandarin collar attached to it. You need your chest line, you need your bust line, that is bust point line, you need your waist line, you need your hip line, and then the full length of your gown. So I've drafted everything according to shape. That is your bust circumference divided by 2, your waist circumference divided by 2, your hip circumference divided by 2. So the first thing I want to make is a kind of, I'll call it a little kimono. So this is the little kimono. I just decide to slant it this way and take it into the armhole this way, okay? I'll also do the same. So where you want the kimono sleeve to reach, you can take the measurement on your arm where you want the sleeve to reach. So here I'm having 3 inches. So you might decide to make it 4 and connect back. So once that is done, next you want to do is to get the midpoint of the center front of your dress, and from the center front measure your bust span divided by 2 and add 1 inch to it. So this is a small scale drafting, so I decide to have my bust span plus 1 inch on this line, so I'll be able to have my slash and spread and my slit. So from my hip line, I'll measure 2 inches downwards for my slash and spread, 2 inches downwards for my slash and spread. So the 2 inches I marked downwards now, I'm going to make my slash and spread lines just like that at interval. I have 1, 2, 3 slash lines I'm going to make for this dress. Then I'm going to also make other slash lines to the chest line for the shoulder line. If you notice, we have gathers on the shoulder line, and to achieve that I'm going to divide my shoulder line. So I'll just use one of my shoulder line. By right we are supposed to just make only one piece, okay, but I did the whole of this dress as asymmetric because of what we have on the skirt piece. So from here I'll measure 1 inch, 1 inch. My 1 inch goes into this. So my slash lines is going to go from here to here, to here, to here, and to there. Can you see? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slash lines, and that is exactly what we are going to have on this side. So like I said, this is the center front, okay? So by right I'm supposed to make only one piece of this. Cut on fold. This part should be cut on fold, so you have the whole, everything happening here as well. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to cut my skirt piece, so I'll be able to have my slash lines. So my skirt piece will be cut this way. This is the skirt part of it, and I'll just cut from here on the skirt part of it, and I'll cut from here. Okay, so I will concentrate on the skirt. So you are going to open here. Here is going to have a slit. So I'll set this part aside. I'll call this F1, and I'll call the whole of this F2, including the slash and spread. Okay, so I'll keep the F1 aside, and I'm going to slash through my. So this is how you are going to slash through. So it depends on how gathered you want that part of the skirt to be. So if you actually need it very, very gathered, all you need to do is to place this and open as you want. Okay, so when you are opening, I'll use this edge of this pepper to serve as my the edge for my slash and spread. So I will just keep this part straight too. Okay, so note what I'm doing. I'm keeping here and here straight. So I'll just apply my adhesive now on that part. So on the down part that is not going to be slashed, it's going to be straight. So you keep it straight at that point. So this is it. So once you keep it straight, you are free to slash and spread as you wish, provided you need much gathers coming back to that point. So I've slashed and spread as I want to right now. So I apply my adhesive for my slash and spread. So I spread, I spread, I spread. So next I will do is to connect my slash and spread. My slash and spread goes this way, and that way. So I'm going to cut my skirt pattern from this point, and it goes in this way for me, and here I go in this way. So what you have here, you place your gathers. So by the time I gather everything, gather, and bring this one and sew it to it, you have exactly what you are looking for on the thumbnail. Can you see? So you add your seam allowances, sew back. So as you are sewing, you will know where the gathers. You will stop somewhere here, so you'll be able to have the slits. Can you see? And you still have the gathers. So I'll set this one aside now for the down piece of the skirt, and we'll talk about what we have in the front piece. So this front piece, I'm going to use only one side, but when you are cutting, please ensure you cut this on fold. So I'll just go in here. So since here will be on fold, I'll just cut to the center and leave this part, because whatever happening here is going to happen there on fold. So I'm going to cut from here to I'm cutting to my, okay, so before I cut, I'm sorry, I need to cut out what I have here on the chest line. I'll just get up to this point to achieve this slash and spread. This is what you need. This part needs to be cut and opened. So when you are cutting here, please, you can see I'm not cutting everything I have there completely. So you can see everything is not cut. So this is going to be spread. Center front will be on fold. So the only part we are spreading is this part, okay? So you can cut off this part so we'll be able to spread. So I'll show you how you are going to go about your slash and spread now. So you'll be able to have that effect you are looking for